The NCAA took a big step today in favor of their student athletes. The organization's Board of Governors released a statement saying that they support a rule change allowing their student athletes to make money using their name, image, and likeness. KSBY's Neil HEBERT spoke with area coaches and athletes on what it could mean for college athletics on the Central Coast.
The 3 NCAA divisions are expected to adopt the rule that will allow student athletes to be paid for public appearances, product endorsement, and social media content at the start of the 2021-2022 academic year.
Locally, it could benefit a place like Cal Poly because we are a college town.
The rule is tailored toward high-profile athletes playing basketball at schools like Duke and North Carolina and playing football at Alabama or Clemson. But it could have a trickle-down effect at mid-majors like Cal Poly.
Some local businesses, whether it's a restaurant or a car dealership, they could take advantage of it. I think they were talking about how much they use on social media, so our players locally could have an influence.
The Cal Poly men's basketball team's head coach says athletes heading to the G League and foregoing a collegiate career is a major factor in the rule change.
4 kids already backed out of their initial commitments to their schools to go to the G League for 1 year for $500,000. But my stance on it is that there's only 30 draft picks, right? And there's millions of players. So if you lose 4 kids from the NCAA to this G League, it's not going to affect the level of play. There's still going to be some great players.
EMILIO Corona, a former 3-sport standout for San Luis Obispo and Washington University baseball commit, says this change might push athletes harder to attain sponsorships.
I think it's kind of a good thing. I think it's the best way they could have done it. And I think you're going to see more of an incentive to kind of go out and perform, because if you perform well, you're going to get more opportunities to make that kind of money and kind of sell yourself to the public, rather than the guys that maybe just slack off and still get paid if they decide to pay everyone.
The athletes will not be allowed to use school or conference logos, but will be able to identify themselves by sport and their school. The pay would not come from the universities. I spoke with a small sample size on this topic, but since this conversation came to the forefront just a few years ago, I haven't found very many people who are against student athletes using their likeness and image to make money on top of their scholarships. Reporting in San Luis Obispo, Neil HEBERT, KSBY News.